Hello, I'm going to do a pick a number reading, and the pick a number reading for today is 6 months from now predictions. Who will you be? What will your life be like in 6 months from now? And you can watch this at any time. It means that the reading is not based on time, so it will be 6 months from whenever you watch it. And I'm going to do this before I leave the place today, so we're just going to do these check-in pick a number readings. I appreciate your support on these types of videos. This is more of the direction I'm taking this channel in, and I appreciate all of your support. And if I look at comments, it will be at the end. If you would like to subscribe to my Patreon for more in-depth political readings and royal readings, you can go to patreon.com/Naomi Tarot. More of the royal readings are going to be put on Patreon. Okay, so let's see. Message number one, message number one, message number one. Concentrate on messages 1, 2, or 3. Message number 1, message number 2, message number 3. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now concentrate, pick message 1. Okay, so this is message 1. Oh, my pumpkins fell down. We'll just keep them there. Message number 2 is right here. Okay, it's a bit out of order because I did this live. So message number 1, message number 2, message number 3. Concentrate and pick your number, and then I am going to read them. Okay, so if you chose message number 1, you chose the Lover, Take a Chance, 3 of Cups, Celebration, Solitude, and Gratitude. Maybe message number 1 in 6 months from now, you are going to be experiencing a new lover, or with your lover you have now, you're going to experience a new milestone, a celebration, an engagement, maybe a marriage. If not that, maybe you're going to find out you're pregnant, or just something to celebrate with your new lover. Okay, Lover and 3 of Cups, celebration. Take a chance on this person. If there's somebody that you're going to meet in 6 months from now, remember, this is what will happen 6 months from now for you, predictions. Take a chance maybe on somebody you didn't expect would be your type, maybe somebody you didn't expect that you would want to be with. And right now, cherish these moments of solitude. Be grateful for these moments of solitude, because a lot of that can't be taken back. It can't be gotten. It can't be received again. This gift of solitude can't be received again from the universe once we're with our lover, once we commit further, 3 of Cups, once we take a chance on a new person. Our moments alone, solitude, we must be grateful, gratitude for those moments alone, because we can never get them back sometimes. Once you have kids and you add that into the mix, or once you have a partner and it was that you were single, whatever the situation is that changes your life, it's going to change in a big way. It's going to be something you're happy about. It'll be a celebration, but it's going to change your life in a big way, going from one door to the next, opening this door and going into a different reality. So be grateful for what you have now. Be grateful for these moments that you maybe have alone, these moments that you are not tied up with anybody, or if you are with somebody when you don't have children, if you're in a relationship and you don't have children yet, those moments where you have that solitude, you have that time to yourself. Be grateful. It also talks about gratitude to attract more to our lives. So in order to bring about these happy changes in your life in 6 months from now, whenever you watch this reading, whether you watch it in 2030 or 2019 or whenever, or in 2 weeks, 6 months from now, this celebration will be happening. But a lot of times, to get us from point A to point B, we have to be grateful first. We have to count our blessings. So recognize what's good about your life, not what's not working. Appreciate yourself for who you are and trust that somebody is going to love you exactly how you are. People are going to appreciate and like you exactly how they are, how you are, whether they're friends, lovers, coworkers. And if they don't, then they're not your people. Then they're not the right people for you. Okay, so let's go to message number 2. Message number 2 talks about trusting in your transformation, trusting you have it all going for you, and knowing that the universe delivers when you ask. God delivers when you ask. Divine feminine is trusting. Trusting in the divine feminine, trusting in flowing energy, sensual energy, nurturing energy, loving energy, empathic energy, soft energy, giving energy, intuitive energy. Trusting in that we don't always need to make things happen in a huge demonstration, a huge, action, something big. Sometimes it's the little things that add up to our ultimate transformation, to us, like these trees in this picture, reaching the sun, growing higher, reaching new heights, figuratively and literally. Sometimes we're asking God for an answer, for a consolation. We're pleading with God. We're bargaining with God. If I do this, will you give me this? If I do that, will you do this for me? But what it's really about is trusting. Trusting that the 10 of Pentacles is possible for you. This is possible for you. Happy home, happy family, money increases, whatever it is that you've been wishing and praying for, that turnaround. It's possible 6 months from now. Trust. Let it flow. Let things flow where they take you. If a relationship is ending, let it end. If it's beginning, let it begin. If you're losing a job, there's probably a reason for that. If you're gaining a job, there's a reason for that. It's not about begging and pleading with consolations to God to do this if I do this for you. It's about trusting that a transformation is taking place for a reason. And if it is a loss right now, in 6 months from now, you're going to look back and see this was for a reason. Wow, this really happened to change me so that I could see what I was doing wrong, or maybe not wrong. We don't want to place value judgment on it, or what I was doing that wasn't working and what I can do to make it work now. And what can I do to fully transform in who I was meant to be? Maybe who I was 3 months ago isn't who I am now. Maybe who you are 3 months ago isn't who you are now. We all stay the same at our core, but we all change day to day. And we are all a collection of selves within a body that is the expression of our ego and our soul. Now, this is not identity dissociative disorder I'm talking about. I used to be a therapist. I'm talking about different expressions of the same self and how that self morphs into different selves throughout our lives. We don't have to be exactly the same today as we were yesterday. There's always a transformation taking place. And transforming and changing is how we grow. And trusting and flowing with divine feminine energy, and trusting that we don't need to beg, we don't need to plead with God, we don't have to make bargains. We just have to trust that the directions we are being divinely guided into are the right directions. And we will come out with the money increase, with the spouse, with the children, whatever it is that you were longing for. Maybe with the new business you wanted to start, whatever it is you were longing for, that was the expression of your soul. If it is meant for you, it will be meant for you. Now, if you chose message number 3, message number 3 talks about releasing inner turmoil, grounding yourself, speaking your truth, releasing waiting, and being content. Be content with what you have, not saying don't strive for more. That's not what I'm saying, but it's about appreciating your blessings. It's kind of like gratitude. But it's not just gratitude, like writing a list or saying a prayer, saying thank you. It's actually enjoying and experiencing what it is you have to its fullest. It's finding joy in the little things. It's doing mindfulness, you know, daily meditation, like walking meditation, like walking out in the park, or if you live in a rural area, out in the woods or by the beach, and just noticing little things like, how do the leaves feel under my feet during fall? How does the sand feel under my feet at the beach if you're in a warm environment? Look at these little blessings that are given to me. You know, I love the taste of my hot chocolate. I love the taste of my coffee in the morning. It's being content with these small things that not everybody has in the world. You know, some people, they don't even have a bed to sleep in. They don't even have a roof that's fully repaired. It's being content with those small things and not putting yourself in a state of waiting for something to happen, but appreciating what is. Releasing the criticization, that's not a word, criticism, releasing this inner argument, the biggest argument that we will ever have, number 5 of wands, this is arguing, is with ourselves. It's not with others. It's with ourselves. These people represent the different aspects of ourself fighting with oneself inside. These different expectations we have for ourselves, these different ways we pressure ourselves. And we're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. We're just waiting for something to go wrong in our lives instead of being content with what is. Divine masculine asks us to root in that self-assuredness, in that strength, in that knowledge that we know where we're going. We know who we are. Just because we know where we're going and we know who we are, that's good. Yes, embrace the divine masculine, number 3. But sometimes it's time for pause. It's time for Sophia energy. It's time for Holy Spirit, divine feminine energy. Sophia is the other Gnostic name for the Holy Spirit in Gnosticism, which is an ancient pre-Christian belief system. Gnosticism means I know, whereas agnostic means to be unsure. So when you are a Gnostic, you know the truth within yourself. You know that you're a divine spirit, whether that is resonating right now in masculine or feminine energy or both. You know you're a divine masculine. You also could be divine feminine as well. You could be a balance of both. Both are equally valuable. Number 3 asks you to root in the energy of the self-assuredness, of the stability, of the rooting, of the providing, of the building, of the intellectual, of the knowledgeable, of the decisive, of the strong divine masculine energy. Number 3 asks you to root in that self-assuredness of knowing who you are and what you want. There is no waiting. There is just contentment. Release the inner turmoil. And know where you're going and what you need. Make a decisive plan. The plan that you have will see fruition, will start to gain fruition, will start to gain momentum in 6 months from now if you know yourself within the divine masculine, if you make a game plan, if you make a strong plan, structured plan as to what you want to do, where you are going, and how you're going to do that. But first, you must rest in contentment. Appreciate what you have. It's not about waiting for something to go wrong or waiting for something better to happen. It's about being content. Stop being so hard on yourself, 5 of wands, and beating yourself up over past mistakes. Oh, I should have done this by this age. Oh, I should have done that by that age. Oh, I should do this by this age. Well, it's all done. You can't go back and change it. You can't go back and remove some of the things you did, number 3. You can't change the past. But what you can change, and it sounds corny, but it's true, is how you treat yourself now. It's how you view yourself now, and it's what you're going to do with what you have now. Are you going to appreciate and be content with what you have, and instead of waiting, make it happen with the divine masculine? This is not a flowing energy like number 2. Yes, it's talking about receiving and being content, but also making those structured plans, also taking action, also being decisive in knowing within your core. Gnosticism means I know. In knowing who you are, what you want, what works, and what doesn't work. Part of the wisdom with extra years, whether you're 25 or 35 or 45 or 55, and you get the point, or 65 or 95. Part of the wisdom with years, not necessarily years gained, but experiences that we can have in a short or long time. Some people, it takes them to get to 65 to have enough experience. Some people, it takes them till 25 to have enough experiences. But whatever your age is, the wisdom that we gain through experiences that happen help us to make a decisive plan for the rest of our future. So the way things happened in your life, the way they did, don't shame yourself for those things. Don't feel like you could have done them differently, or why aren't they happening the way they should have by now. Think to the future. What can I do with what I have learned? How can I make a decisive plan based on what I have learned thus far? What do I know to be true about myself? Sophia. How can I stop beating myself up? Five of Wands. How can I stop waiting and find contentment in what is, and also know where I'm going? And if you can do that in 6 months from now, you will have a solid direction. You will know where you're going, and you will find the success that you've been reaching. Thank you for watching. These readings, as always, are not fact, and they are spirit. They're subjective. If you feel it is true, and if you don't, then you don't resonate with my channel. But I appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate everybody who came. Nana, thank you. I love that you came. I appreciate you. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Bookworm, for coming. Joanna, thank you for coming. Thanks, you're sweet for saying that. And thank you, Orbison, for coming as well. And anybody else who watched or will watch this video, I appreciate you. And talk to you later. Bye-bye.